Hey folks, I'm Vixen. Today we're going to play a bit more Foundation, the feudal city builder by Polymorph games. And in the last episode we've been beginning to build our little town. I'm going to try to make it flourish a bit more. I'm going to try to make the land manor a bit better, but we'll see if we are in trouble to deal with the food or other thing as we progress. So let's just resume a bit our little task here. So we've got 2 meals, we've got a bunch of farms to keep our people fed, we've got a brand new bakery here which is going to enable us to do a bit of this bread they are looking for, and I think my little tree for the clothes is beginning to kind of walk. We've got the sheep farm, I've got the weaver which should not be too far. Yes, we've got the weaver over there, and I've got our little market to, not this one to sell the clothes, so it should be fun. We are going to be able to get all their need fulfilled, hopefully. Now, maybe we are still lacking a bit of clothes nonetheless. Let's just take a look. We've got a little panel I forgot to show you last time. So this is the resource panel. We've got all the resource here which we can see. We can see the gold, the wood, the tools, the berries, the glass. I don't think I need any glass for now. Maybe for the windows of the church at some point. We've got also the stone, the planks, the wheat, the flour, the bread, the wool, and the clothes. I think all of these we can actually use right now except for the glass. So let's just bring it back to that spot here, and we'll try to expand a bit more. So first thing first, we need to maybe make more food. I've got only 2 bread, it's not sufficient, so I can maybe make more mills to take care of this wheat we've got. Is it going to be enough? I don't know. I need to see if these things are working fine already. Okay, maybe I've got enough water around for the bakery. Yes, I do, even though it's not being filled too much. Yes, let's go for a third mill, and we'll see if it is going to improve a bit our speed here. Am I still taking people? Yes, I am. So let's go for the windmill here. I'm going to go, and where do I want to add this one? Maybe not too close. Or I could just make a whole area dedicated to mills. Let's give them a bit of space. Plus I don't want to crush the berry either. Okay, with this 3 we should be fine for a bit. At some point I wanted to add an extra bakery though. And I should check something quickly. So we've got a desirability layer here. And ours, okay, so it seems the art of the village is quite fine for now. And I will need to cut a bunch more tree to make these place a bit better. And how is the fertility around? I'll just check. So I've got a very nice belt around the castle. So I'll need to expand on that at some point. Can I maybe see both of these layers right now? Yes, I can. So do I want to expand this a bit, or maybe it's not necessary? It should be fine for now. I'm not even able to fill these with wheat, so we'll need to add extra farms to do so. And maybe at some point I could try to make a bit of money with the wheat if I got too much. I could sell some to one of the village. I've got 2 trade routes. Alright, let's see. Wait. I could buy a bit of coal. Oh, yes, they're selling. I could buy a bit of iron as well, even though I don't really need these for now. Just for the sake of it. And they would definitely be buying a bit of wool, but I do not have so much. Let's just check as I've got 0 wool. I need more of these. I think I should just try to make plenty of clothes, and I could just sell it to my neighbors, and that way I could just buy the coal and the iron. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. What do I need to make these things work? Just money and a worker, so it's not too expensive, and it's not producing so much wool yet. Nah, we'll just go for another one. Okay, let's see. So where was it? Sheep farm. We're going to try to expand a bit on this. And oh, I'm out of my territory. I should just buy some more land. Let's go. Where was it? Just as a territory. Let's just buy this little bit of land here. And then we'll go for the sheep farm. So I'm going to drop it here. I should maybe remove the woodcutter camp and just drop him somewhere else. It would be pretty wiser. And I could add a bunch of things on this side because there is quite a lot of space here which is not being used properly. Do I want to maybe add a bunch of house? It might be worth doing, I think. Let's just remove the extraction area. Alright. And we'll add a bit of residential area here. It seems the desirability is high, so it should just spawn quite a bit here. Okay, I hope it's going to be wide enough. I should just check a bunch of these out, see if they are... Okay, they are lacking berries. I think at some point I should just, you know, maybe this is the point. I need to add a bunch of gatherer. And I should also add it very close to the point where they're going to be useful. So, here? Okay, why not? Let's take a look at my villages. So we've got a bunch which are not as happy as they were, just to check. So bread is running low. We are lacking berries as well. And we're lacking a bunch of space for houses, which should be dealt with. Yes, we've got a house which is in motion here. Okay, so the best thing I could do here to raise the morale is probably to just get more berries. It seems to be a huge issue right now. It's going to be, yes, it's decreasing by 15%, so with a bunch of berries I should just fix everything, kind of. Do we have any... Yes, we've got 4 people which are not working yet, so I've got at least, yes, 1 which is working with the sheep farm, and I should just probably use 3 with gather hut, so it should be fine. And I've got 1 for the meal, and I'm lacking 1 for the meal. Okay, let's just speed up a bit things. It's not going to help with the morale, but it's going to give us what we need quickly, at least. Okay, we've got the windmill. I'm going to assign somebody to it. It's going to be Sigismund. And do we have... Yes, we've got everybody which is working in these, so it's good. And we are lacking, not yet, but soon. We don't really have so much wood, so at some point I should just try to assign maybe more woodcutters. Alright, good. Let's just descend up a bit, so I can see these alerts. Okay, so I think we are already cutting these trees, we just need to wait for these to grow. And my woodcutter should probably be in trouble here. They should just try to cut these trees here. And we've got 2 new villages. Cool, because we'll need them to walk around here. I think I've got already 1 which is going to be for the sheep farm, but I should probably just go and add another farm. Even though it's going to cost me money, I might be able to make money out of it. Let's see, sheep farm, and where do I want to add this one? Let's try to work with kind of clusters so I can spot where these are. I could just add it here. And I think I might want to add a bunch of maybe house around here to make it kind of part of the village. Just spawn a bunch of sheep and some villagers as well. What's happening here? Okay, I've got all the sheep necessary. And I've got an issue here. I cannot find anything. So who's in trouble? Is it the woodcutter, or is it the guy which are looking for berries? I wonder. I'm going to do that here, even though it's not going to be necessary for now. Okay, so let's see. What are we looking for? We've got wood over there. Everybody seems to be walking with stone and stuff. That seems to be fine. I could still ask for a bunch of trees to be cut down here so we can have a bit more space to add houses and stuff. Which gatherer? I need to know that quickly if I want to be able to react. Especially at such a speed. I just slow down a bit. So we still lack berries and bread, so I'm getting more and more. Okay, we now need a bakery. Oh, it will be troublesome. Let's go and add some. And where do I want to add this one? I could just... Oh, it's not that bad. I just try to keep things close so we can actually be efficient. Okay, and I need to maybe lay out other area to grow house, so we can keep growing the town as our need increase. I think at some point I will need to add a bunch of house on this patch of land, but I'll wait a bit for our wood reserve to grow. What if I can add another sheep farm around? I'm going to make a little bit of residential area, but I will need to wait for these trees to be cut down. So we're going to just expand it all along the road. Just keep a bit of space here. Oh, we are losing villagers. It's not good. The thing is, when you lose villagers, it's going to be troublesome because you don't really know where they were walking. So you need to find the building which is lacking somebody, and it's not easy. Yeah, we're lacking somebody here. No, it's fine now. I think I was not using all of these slots anyway. Do have 2 workers here. I need to check most of the really important buildings first. Yes, we're gathering stuff, but we are not gathering much. Are we still in trouble with the berries? Of course we are. Even more. How could I fix that? I think I should just build more of these berries, of these gathering camp. Maybe if I add a second one. Just don't know where to put it here. Maybe just over there. It's not going to block anything. And I need to add something here, but I could just add a bunch of trees. I could add a road sign. Yeah, it would just fit. Maybe I could just do this here, so it just means something, because there is a bunch of roads which are just going in these directions. Is it up or do I need to build it? I think I need to build it. Okay, let's go for a bunch of trees, because it seems to be lacking here. That might be a good idea to just hide these, but it's going to be a little bit better. And to give us a bit more greener into this little town. Okay, why not? And maybe one over there. Far from perfect, but still better than before. There is an issue with the mills. There is a lack of things around to give it a bit more life. I could maybe just add a bunch of... I'm not going to put trees because it would just not fit. These need a bit of wind, and trees are going to block the way. I could just add a bunch of these bush. I'm not really sure about this. I'm going to take it slow here. Okay, so how are we doing on the last? Yes, well, we're still in need of more sheeps. And so, are we producing wool now? It seems we are, so we are going to begin to produce more clothes. And if you've got more than necessary, I will begin to sell things. Where is it? Ah, come on, too late. Okay, we need to assign a bunch of villages. I've got none. Okay, so we'll need to wait a bit for more villages to come in so I can actually assign them to this little camp. In between, I've got now, yes, I've got this one here. And you know what, I'm just going to remove a bunch of people walking on the stones because it's not really necessary. I'm going to assign somebody to the bakery. Oh, it's 2 people for the bakery. Did I forget to add some on the other ones? No, it's kind of fine. And I just got 1, so this is my second one, and it's not going to be too long to check. I did not check the farm earlier, so I still don't know where I'm lacking somebody. I expect it to be somewhere important. Okay, still fine. Let's just speed up a bit so we can get more villages and begin to make these camp and other thing work. I should definitely try to just build around come on, I need people. They're going to come, but they need to do the road until they reach the village center, and it's going to take some time. Well, these guys are maybe just... yeah, these are the woodcutters that are trying to clear this place. So here are 2 or maybe 3 new people here. We're going to assign them to the berries. I will still need 1 more. Okay. With a bit of luck it will be sufficient to give us more berries, but as the population grows, berry needs are going to be increased. So we'll need to just try to fix that. I think what I should just worry about is the bread. It is the easiest thing for me to gather. I've got already plenty of wheat, and the flour is just running in quite quickly. So with an extra bakery I might be able to maybe build some supply. Yet I'm beginning to lack space here. I'm wondering, I'm not sure it's a good idea to just drop this here. There's not enough space, is it? Maybe there is a bit of space. Maybe there is more space than I thought. It's fitting, I think. Kind of, it's a bit crowded, but it seems to be still good. Just reduce the speed here. So do I want to go for more ship? I've got 20 wool. It's not too bad, but it's not that much easier. Maybe if I just begin to sell, it's going to be I'm going to run low a bit too fast. I think for now I should just try to worry about the bread and the berries, but mostly the bread. It's the easiest thing you can do. I wonder how much of these camp I can put on a single spot. I don't know if there is some kind of limit or something. Yeah, there seems to be working quite well on these. I just need to remove it and drop it somewhere else. I'm not really sure why there is no all the resource up there. be quite easy to spot. A little bit easier. I could just drop this on the other side, so I know whenever I just check on the left or the right, I know how much I've got. Oh, we've got one villager which is living, not cool. And we are still lacking a bit of bread. Okay, let's see. Do we have somebody to work on this? I hope so, but we see there is a lot of people which, maybe not a lot, but a bunch of people which are not happy. I've got a weaver which is not too happy here. And is there anybody else? Not much. At least I don't see it so well. It's a little smiley on the big screen. I think they might want to go for a little color, so when they're angry they could just go with a reddish smiley, so you can just spot it right away and you just can take care of it. Like, you know, Victoire, I know she's unhappy, but I would like to know it faster. Good. Why is she unhappy? Seems to be lacking clothes. Seems surprising because I know she's a gatherer, she's not a weaver. Okay, all fine. Got 2 more villagers arriving. Let's just assign them to the bakery if possible, so we can get a decent supply of bread. Come on guys, what are we lacking here? Nothing, she's just building things. Okay, so 2 villagers, 2 bakers. Good. And I'm going to try to... No, it's not too bad already. But I really want to make a written area which is going to be going all the way around. Not just a good idea to do it right away, so... Okay. And I might want to take a look at the mana to see if I can find a way, because I've been seeing a bunch of pretty cool castles which were actually getting way higher towers and stuff, and I'm pretty sure I can do something about this. I just need to discover how to maybe stack these, or I don't... Can I just stack these? Put these up, some others. Oh, there's a bunch of new things. I don't think we were able to see all these little dots before. I still need to figure out how to just stack stuff. Let's see. Still not really clear to me. Plus, I don't think it's told in the tutorial, so it seems to be a bit secret here. Let's say I just add an extension somewhere. Let's see. I could try also to do a bunch of dependencies around, so I can make some kind of, I don't know, like walls or something. Okay, let's see. What if I just... So where is the road? The road should be coming through these trees, so I could maybe try to add a bunch of buildings. No, I cannot. There is something here. I just don't know how to do it. It seems to me I can actually just make it grow, but I've got no idea how. And it's bothering me quite a bit. Let's see. It seems clear, but it's not. What if I just add another one over the thing? Okay, seems not to be really fitting, but I can actually try to do that this way. It's going to be a bit strange, but I might be able to do some kind of wall. A bit like that, and I could just come back. Not sure it's very useful though, but I'm kind of willing to just bring it back to the regular building but I'm not sure I'm going to be able to actually reach it the way I want. No, the other side, please. I might be. I will probably need to do a bit of a strange thing at some point, but it might fit. What if I just do it that way, and I add an extension over there? I could just try to do a treasury. It's going to fit that way. What if? Oh, it's kind of working. Maybe it would be better with another extension a bit in the other direction like that. And I could maybe try to add a treasury on the side like this. That could work. There's a bit of an issue here, it seems. There is a bunch of dots which are not being linked properly. And if I just... Can I add an extension like this? By just adding this a bit that way. It's not exactly how I would just like put this. Let's just check. Nah. You don't like that. Oh, it's kind of working. I'm going to just add a bunch of extension to make it come back to that spot and do some kind of maybe gate or something, so it's going to be a bit, I'm going to say easier to defend, but it might not be really useful right now. I'm going to add just a little tower or something, a bit like this. I'm going to expand even more my ability to grow money. And can I just fit a tower over the other one? Ah, that seems not to be the case. Okay, and maybe it's time now to add a little fontaine. If I... no, it's going to be kind of strange here. Let's not do it. I'm going to add a tree though. On the side here. I can spot the place where to drop it. And I can maybe add a second one. Around here. Okay, so do we have anything else I could actually use to make it look better? Nah, it seems to be fine. Let's just go and start the expansion of this little bit of mana. Okay, good. So where were we? I think I was still lacking food for my villagers, which it's not a very good idea. That seems to be a little bit better. We've got a little bit more berries, we've got a little bit more bread, so people should be happy enough not to live in my village, which is better. And I should keep building my storage of bread, so I should just add more bakeries maybe, or more meal, because it seems my storage of flour is just decreasing a bit. So let's go for a fourth meal. Here is my windmill, and I need a bunch of millers as well. Okay. It's a bit in the area where the forester is going to walk, but it will walk anyway. I should check. Let's see. Building parts 7, minimum 3. Villager capacity 26. How many do I have? I think I've got quite a bit of villages. 56. So maybe it's just too small. What if I was to just add a core? Maybe not a core. Maybe just an extension would be sufficient. Yet, maybe on this side it would be better. It's kind of too big. Okay, maybe that one would be slightly better. If we can find a good spot to make it happen, but... How is it looking like? Not too good. this one is really too big. There is no middle ground. It's a huge thing or a small little thing. So we'll try to go and add one like this. It's not... Maybe I can just do it, make it look a bit better. Just... That's strange. And what if... It's not going to be... Okay, maybe that way. I make it a bit into this part. Okay, I think it should be sufficient for now. I'm not sure it was in the right color though, so it might be worse. Oh, interesting. Building construction is quite handy. If you've got really a need which is important, you can just ask them to do it first. Like, the mill. Come on, work on the mill first. It's a good idea. Going to prevent them from just spending all the resource on the mana, which might happen anyway. Am I buying tools? I should probably. I'll just take a look. And why am I refusing these? We need to store everything. It is a warehouse after all. Okay, so not here, but let's... No, not territory, trade, here we go. Let's just maybe buy a bunch of things. We are still buying tools, so it's all good for us. But I'm going to try to begin to buy a bit of coal. Not too much, just, let's say 5. And I might want to also buy a bit of iron. See if it's going to unlock something. Who knows. And do I need marble? Okay, let's buy a bit of marble. 5 as well. So we're not going to plunder our economy too quickly. But hopefully it's going to be of some use. Okay, they are still struggling to build the mill. Do we have enough builder? Because at some point I might have lost a bunch. I had some 3 or 4 people which left the village, so maybe less, I don't remember. So maybe we are lacking builders. I think we've got 4 or 5. Oh, we've got enough for now. We've got John and Dominic which are waiting for their new job. So I'm going to assign one to the mill, obviously. But do I need another one to one of the important... I think I lost somebody. I didn't really pay attention to it. It's the last bit of warning here. Okay, got a bunch of extra houses which are being built here. And we are lacking floor quite a bit now. But still plenty of wheat, but floor is going to be an issue. Come on guys, we need to finish this windmill, so we can just process all this wheat we are storing in the warehouse. Oh, here it is. Let's assign Carl to the windmill. Okay, we do have a bit of water. I don't really know who's taking care of this. I think it's the builders, but I'm not really sure. If I need to increase my amount of builder, I need to know that. And I've got now plenty of wool. I should probably just try to sell a bit, just to make a bit of money in case I would just burn too much with my trades. So let's just sell just a little bit of wool. We'll see if we are running out. And at some point I need to make an extra weaver because they're not going to be able to process the amount of wool we are going to produce. Just not yet. And people are not going to be happy because they cannot buy clothes. So weaver. I've got one already here, so where is the best place for us to add one? I don't really want to do it over there because it's going to be too... there is not enough space. And the red and white sheet at the back, it's just, you know, there is too many around, but I'm going to go for it anyway. Okay, so I had two people which were looking for a job. I've got still plenty. Okay, let's be careful. I've got a ready Carl which is working in the windmill. I've got, yes, all the people which are working here. Do you have still a bunch of woodcutter here? Yes, but I've got also maybe a bunch of stone gatherer. Okay, my other team is still doing fine. I really don't know where are these jobs which are lacking people. We'll find them at some point, but it seems all of my jobs are running. Okay, anyway, let's just take a look and see. See the forester? Yes, Andrew is still walking here. The weaver, we need somebody. And I was building something else, wasn't I? I don't remember. We are running low on berries. And no. And we're running low on bread as well. Okay, so let's make another windmill. It's going to be more difficult as we progress to keep them together. I could maybe do one here. I was area. Okay, it's just on the limit. We are going to say it's fine. Going to just maybe remove a little bit here, so we are not going to build these on the mill, but it's going to be on the limit here. And I'm not sure I should just build things around, but I don't know what to put in between these. So what do I want to go for? I could maybe try to go for the woodcutter camps and remove the one I've got in the city. They would be a bit closer to the... yes, let's do that this way. We're going to build two of these camps in between here, and we'll remove the other one, so they are going to, let's say, just switch location. Because even if you are breaking their, if you are removing their working location, they are going to keep their job. So if you just open another area where they are going to be able to work, they are going to just go there. Okay, these two are built. Let's just destroy this one. And where was the other one? Where was that? And destroy the other one. So now, if we just take a look, we've got all of our woodcutter which are back here, and they're going to be able to work way more efficiently next to the forester. Not sure the forester is going to be fast enough though. Okay, this one is a bit out of place, just in the middle of the city like that. How could I just change a bit the way it's looking? I don't really need any more sawmill because it's working very fine with these two people, and I bought quite a decent amount of planks already. Yet I could maybe add a baker around here, if it's fitting. It's not really fitting. It's too big. It's going to change a bit the color. I'm going to add a bakery here. I've got already plenty of green roof, so I'm going to try to change that a bit. Oh, it seems I was alright with the color for the church. One villager is leaving. Sigismund, where are you going? What were you working on? I'm going to assume that Sigismund was a baker, because I think I do remember a Sigismund which were working in bakery. Yet... okay, so I think I've got a bunch of people which are not working right now. I'm going to assign them. Jean, you are going to work as a baker. going to save us a bit of time, and Dominic, you are going to work as a baker as well. Alright. I've got Antonia here, which is going to require me to find a job, and I don't know which area lacks some. I think I'm beginning to lack wool. I should just try to make another sheep farm. Alright. And I should probably remove a bunch of extraction areas which are not relevant anymore. Okay, it's fine that way. And just get a bit more here, but for now it's fine. And do we have... I should just try to... Nah, it's not worth it. And here, these areas are not just good anymore. Do we have... yes, now we've got a little bit of marble, we've got a little bit of coal and a little bit of iron here. I don't think these are going to be necessary right now, but we've got some kind of reserve now. And I don't see any new buildings to use these either. Okay, it seems the house are keeping their growth on. And you know what, I'm just going to try to... It's probably not a good idea, but I'm going to go for a farm or two to try to make this area look a little bit more like a belt of wheat. Am I in the way of this or not? No, it's fine here. I will just need to add 3 farmers. I'm going to add Antonia. I'm going to add... oh, there is plenty. Pierre. There we go. We're going to go for Lauren as well. But I think we don't need more than 3. Nah, just 3. Okay, good. Oh, berries. Hello. I need to fix that. Okay, let's just add a gatherer hut. Like, strange to just, with such a big town, to go with so many gatherer huts. Do we have berries which are closer? There's a bunch of them, but these are not within my territory. I could just build one here, but it's going to be a bit far. And I could also add another one. Where is it? Over there? It's out of my territory as well. Okay, we'll see. I'm going to buy a bit of extra land anyway, so... as I've got a bit of money, I might want to expand a bit. Okay, so this area is now mine. And I could also expand that way. And I've got no more money, so I should just ease a bit on the spending here. Okay. So, did I actually just get any spot with berries? Yes, I did. Gathering camp. Which is a good idea, but we'll add 2 more here. Let's try to fix that properly. We're going to add another 1 or 2 here. And we're going to hope that we'll be able to... I've got a decent number of people which are looking for jobs, so let's go and make a bunch of gathering job for them. And done. Not sure it's going to be enough, but at least they will begin to work when we're going to be ready. Okay, so I'm going to remove a bit of this residential area here because I don't really want them to build on the road. It's going to be strange. Okay, it seems to be fine. Do we have another road around? Nope. So we'll just expand the residential area over there. I mean, just try to make it slightly bit thicker here, and we're going to just not bit on the limit of the farms. I can bit on this though, because I'm going to remove maybe a bit of the tree here. Yes, I will need that land at some point if I want to make a full circle. What's wrong here? I would definitely like to know where it is, but I have no idea how to do that. Okay, 2 new villages, and oh, I forgot something important, I think. No, I did that already. And this one, no, I did not here. Don't go that far. The berries are just in front of your house. It's getting a bit bothering here. It needs to stop. Ah, come on. It's so annoying. It's not very fertile here. So, is the road just down there? Yes, but I'm fine. So let's just remove a bit of this. Let's be over there. Or not too far. Ah, I'm just next to it. Okay, so we'll just remove a bit here. Is it better? Seems to be. And we'll expand a little bit that way. The thing is that I need to cut the trees if I wanted to walk properly, because I'm just lacking the fertility here to just make it happen. Okay, good. That's why we won't see our enemy just go through these wheat fields, just eat them and stuff. No, it's probably not going to happen though. But it's just very stupid because this flaming arrow in wheat fields. It's just going to make us regret every single idea here. Okay, so how does... okay, it's not perfect, but it will be fitting for now. I've got a bunch more big house here. Let's just build up to see if it's going to move. That, no, it's not going to. Maybe if I was to check within the option, I could just find a way to disable these. I've got only graphic things, and there is no way to disable this. I don't think so. Nah, it's just a little tutorial here. Okay, so we'll just need to cope with it. Even though it's going to be difficult, I must say. I think I had a sheep farm which was not being properly... maybe it was a sheep farm which was looking for a source. If it is the case, it was that I did not notice it before. It might be the case. Okay, who's that? Who lives here? I think there is a little mistake here. We are not members. At least not yet. Let's keep going. It's probably just because there is... it's not a house yet. It's going to be, but it's not yet. I just checked with my villager thing. Seems to be a little bug. As to the little bug, there is no more name available. Kind of. Anyway. I'm lacking one farmer here. It's going to be, yes. Strange, but yes. I've got no more villages available. No, I don't. I should just speed up a bit with it naturally. It's getting... the city's bigger, but we just got something like 20 more people. which are kind of still alive. I still need more bread. It seems to me the berries are just getting better. But yeah, kind of. The floor needs more meal. I think I'm going to just require to establish another area where to put the mills, because I won't be able to make it here. I could maybe make a bunch of mills around here, but I will need to... Come on, guys, stop with this. It is not good. Okay, so let's say I'm going to maybe add an extra area for the mills. On that hill, maybe? Okay, let's just see. What if I just buy the territory here? Alright. Because I'm pretty sure I need a bit of wind. Not the sawmill, the windmill. It's not really the same. And we'll probably get more wind here. Even though there is a bunch of trees. Oh, it's not really fitting well. I need to cut all these trees if I want to be able to chop these. Come on, it was fitting. Oh, it is. Just need to find the right spot, that's all. Let's just go and try to go for a second one here. Yes, fine. And I should also add a well. No, it don't really require any well, I think. It is a bakery, but I could still build one. It's not going to hurt anybody except my treasury. And if I want to build a bunch of bakery on this side, it might be helpful. Okay, so who are the new ones? Oh, they're not yet there yet, I think. We'll need to wait for them to reach the village. And we'll hire them as gatherer. Come on. Shouldn't not be too far, are they? Oh, I think they might be here. Okay, here they are. And, okay, there is definitely a shortage of name here. Or something is just not working fine. One village is living. It should be fine, kind of. Let's just take a look at the desirability layer to see if there is a huge mistake or not around here. Okay, so it's kind of fine, but where? Oh, not here, maybe not here. I think the center of the kind of the happiness is the place where the market is, so I should try to expand a bit my my markets around the city, so it's going to be working a bit better, because these hours I think they should not work properly. Now we are lacking bread and we're lacking berries, so I should just try to expand by adding a bunch of these around. If we are lacking the basics, it's going to be troublesome. So let's just add a little market. I can just keep them banded together. We can just add a second bread market over there. And maybe we could also add a clothes market as I'm here. Okay. And we'll need to do the thing on the other side as well. So let's say we're going to go for the gathering market here. Is the right spot here? It's a bit too close to the other one. I think I'm going to just do that this way, and we're going to add a market for the bread next to it. And a market for the clothes. Oh, is there room for this one? Yes, I think it is possible to build it here. And we'll need to ask for a bunch of villagers to be our new market tender. Yes, we've got Harry and Renard here, which are going to be perfect for these jobs. So market tender, here you go. And let's do the same here. We still need bunch, but it's a good beginning here. Going to make these plays way better, I think. It's maybe not smart to put these here, because I was not really looking to expand over there, but might be. Okay, but 2 mills, which I should also provide worker to. Because without bread to sell, bread market are not going to be very useful. Okay, 2 new villages arriving. Can I get them to walk? Nah, not yet. But I need millers, or they won't be able to give us enough flour to make the bread. Because currently, I think the flour is the biggest issue here. Yes, I'm lacking so much flour. Okay, so we'll just need to assign more people to it. We've got 4 miller which are already making the windmill work. This one seems to be lacking cereal, which is somewhat strange. I think I should just try to make a market, a warehouse for the bread. There we go, let's just 1 miller and a second one. Okay, and I think my mistake is that I need an extra warehouse to store the cereals. The wheat. So it's going to be a bit closer and it's going to maybe work a bit better. I just need to find the right spot to add it, which is not going to be that easy. What if I just drop it here and I decide when it's going to be built to store only the necessary thing for the bakery. Just store cereal, just store wheat and flour. Maybe bread. So it's going to be all in the same place. It might stop many useless travel here. Okay, so I'm just going to store wheat and bread and flour. Okay, that way I'm just going to assign one. Yes, for now. And I was probably lacking some extra workers. Oh yes, with the miller. We've got Richard and oh, why are we not having anybody here? Maybe I'm not going to assign Walter here for now. We're going to assign him to the mill. And when we're going to get a bunch of extra villages, we'll just assign them to the warehouse. I feel like it's a better idea. And this is where I made a mistake, because these 2 mills are just so far. It's not going to be possible for me to make them work as well as the others, I think. So maybe it's not a good place. But I don't even think there is any wind mechanics, so it's not wise to drop these here. Two new villages, so I might be able to man the warehouse pretty soon. Okay, here they come. Okay, here we go. Maybe I'm just lacking people to move things around. Who knows? A bit is more important than I thought, and I should have just added many warehouses to just move things around the city. Definitely possible. Okay, we're almost at 80 people. It's already a big little village, if I may say so. I should add an extra windmill if I want to make enough floor to keep the village running. They've got a bit, but not enough. Okay, see, I'm quite surprised because Henry, the guy from the Forester camp, is just planting so many trees. The I've got plenty of woodcutter around, and they're not managing to just cut these as quickly as he seems to regrow things. It's quite efficient. And I should check something. I was probably unable to, yes. Come on, keep it easy. Okay, the church is still way too little. I will need to fix it at some point. I'm not sure it is really mandatory right now to make it work properly, but at some point when the game is going to evolve, I will need to make maybe a bigger church, or maybe other church to keep the face of the village. Alright. Anyway, I think we just reached a little bit more than 80. I think we're going to conclude the video here today. I hope you like it. If you do, please leave a like, a comment or subscribe. And if you'd like to support the channel even further, please consider following my referral link to buy your games on the Humble store. They've got pretty nice price and interesting bundles as well. So with that said, until next time folks, have fun!